and software manual tester. So I would like to upskill my career in the AI industry, and with the help of your all things, I would like to upskill my career growth in this AI industry. So that's why I'm here. Hopefully, I will like to see myself as a AI specialist in the next upcoming years.
Yes, you will be. Don't worry. See, if you finish this course, you both, you
Mhm.
will know to explore so much on yourself, self learning. Okay, if I teach you Gen AI, slowly you will start implementing and exploring a lot. I'm going to give you a license. First we'll start with the I like a normal access, and then while we start the project we'll start with the license. Okay, that's how it's going to be. Why? Because we have something called a rate limit. Okay, if you see mine, it will be like within 2 days or 3 days, it will be reaching the limit. Like that much we will be exploring. So whenever you get time, instead of Instagram or like some other social media, start exploring inside this. That is similar to this only. So you will learn a lot. It's going to give you an how to say awesome experience. You will know once you start working on this. Okay, so from my end, I'll introduce myself. I'm Uma Rani. I have like 16 to 17 years of IT experience. I was doing some business in the mid, like that was crisis period. Okay, like Corona time. So after that, I rejoined back. It's been like 2+ years I was into this AI thing. Before this hype started itself, we started working on the AI. That time, even I was like you guys only. I don't have idea of what is AI. The sense like I didn't learn. I experienced in working, and then only I started learning the theory to understand. Okay, there is something called structurized learning you need to do the things better in a better way. Okay, since I had a hands on, it's very easy for me. Same way, I want to give the fellow people as well on the practical knowledge. Then they can slowly. For example, if somebody is asking you, "Are you a cloud architect?" You're already working on the cloud project, you know everything, but obviously they will looking for some certification, right? So certification is a must. Some people who are recruiting will always ask for, have you done some certification on this? That is one criteria as well. So that's why I brought up this one with the idea of dealing with this. Okay, so I'll start with the curriculum. I'll share my screen. The main thing what we will do today and tomorrow is like foundation of what you're going to do in the next few weeks and what you're going to learn. Okay, how what you're going to achieve out of this, and I'll be giving a introduction to all this week's topics. What we are going to do. I think this was asked by Suganya earlier, but I was changing it multiple times, Suganya. That is why I couldn't share it before itself, because I when I prepare the batch, it's totally different. That are different set of people. Now the since before the class start also there are so many things in and out happening. So that is why one reason I chose the batch to have with the testing as well as the Power BI, something with the to do with the database. Okay, so this two only got synced, and that is why I changed the curriculum accordingly. So here in this course, I'm going to tell you, like, if you are going to do vibe coding, mainly it will be like 70 percentage of vibe coding. Vibe coding was bought by some of the IT companies in the mid of 2023 and 24, where they said like they will be giving you a AI chat box. Okay, the chat box is not a very easy one. It's going to perform all the tasks you're going to tell to that particular chat box, or you can say as a AI tool. Say it as a chat GPT. Chat GPT Gemini is only famous in the last 1.5 to 2 years, where people are using it to convert picture and create the different type of videos to earn something from the social media perspective. From the social media perspective, yes, we can also do that, but we are technically strong already on the field where we are. Since vibe coding is full of no coding, you need not know about automation, Selenium, Java for testing. You need not know about the Power BI coding as well. You need not you need not know about that reporting perspective. How you need to change how you need to query a particular query in the database in such a way. I'm giving the report explicitly asked with the desired output from your leadership, from your manager or somebody else. So instead of learning to that level, you guys already have some basic knowledge on the testing and the Power BI reporting, or any technical skills you already have. You are an expertise, or you have a knowledge on what you're going to work in the future. Okay, so in the future it can be a different perspective. Suganya can move into a development. Rahul can move directly as a GenAI specialist. But what you need to know is like how you can implement GenAI into your everyday challenges. Everyday challenges can be your technical skills, can be digital marketing, can be your business, anything. Okay, let me start off with the curriculum now. Before that, can any of you explain what is GenAI? What is GenAI? What you know about this? No idea, or you don't want to tell. And you guys are not switching on the camera also. I am only sitting alone. I feel so lonely. If somebody can give me company on the camera, I'll be happy. Okay, okay, fine. I will only in the camera. No need to switch on it. Let me explain you. Okay, what is Gen AI, and also I am going to tell you about whether we can proceed with the curriculum or we can go for another round of. Let me share my screen. Tell me if you can able to see my screen. Okay. Not now. Give me 5 minutes. Before that, I want to explain something. Okay, we are here only, right? Yeah. Okay, so I told, right, I'm going to talk about Gen AI. So Gen AI is nothing but artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is something already available in the market for the past 15, 20 years, but they have not developed in such a way it will not create something new to a larger crowd. For example, they can use only for only for that company, something like very customized one. They can't put it to a network or to a public place or something. For example, the social media is a public place, right? They can't use in such a way. They worried about the security concerns. What will happen if everybody is going to use that? Okay, give me a minute. Somebody is pinging. No, where are we in the Google Meet? Is somebody pinging here? No one. Okay. See, this is something I'll say like it is referring to artificial intelligence system. It is going to create a content. It can be a text, it can be image, it can be a video, it can be do a accounts job, banking job, IT job. It can do a job of a government personal, specific to a specific department. How it is doing, I'll tell you. See, Gen AI is something, it will work only on the instructions you are giving. You are telling, boss, I want this. It will do it for you. And what is agentic AI? This is Gen AI. Okay, then what is agentic AI? Agentic AI also same thing. Only difference is only two things. Gen AI is something you are going to give a paragraph, a line, a word. Okay, very starts with a single word. Fix this. Okay, fix this. That is a single two word. You can write it as in a paragraph specifically saying that I want this color, I want this background, I want this dimension. Think like you're giving a role as well. You're specifically telling. See, you should think like Suganya as a Power BI expert who is having 10 years of experience in this particular tool or something like that. You're defining in such a way it comes to paragraph. That is said to be a prompt. So you will be giving a prompt to a Gen AI asking, see, I want all this specification. That is called prompting. That is where Gen AI works. Okay, that is where Gen AI works. So it actually generally generates the original output, and it is also powered by large language models, small language models. So what is this LLM? What people are telling, what is ML, what is LLM? What are these models? Okay, I'll tell you. Chat GPT, you know, right? And you know DAL E, you know GitHub Copilot. Yes, these are all said to be LLM, large language model. So these are basically engines. Okay, something we say as an engine. So behind most modern Gen AI tools, these are said to be the engines behind them. Okay, so this is said to be a deep learning model. It will be trained of billions of words you are searching, say textbook, it from the internet or from some other text sources. Okay, so something we say as a transformer architecture. So something called a library available. You are giving a millions of input data, millions of data as an input to store it in at the back end. It will take the data from there and give it to you. Okay, that's what we say as like it is trained on billions of words from the internet, books, and other text resources. Okay, so key LLMs I told, mostly number one, it's Open AI. Open AI is, if at all can able to go to ChatGPT, or if you go to not Gemini, if you go to ChatGPT, Deep Search, Kling, these all have something called GPT-4, 5.1, Mini 5.1. These are all large language models. They are upgrading and releasing one by one. Okay, so we have Facebook like Instagram, like same way they are also releasing one by one. So in the chat box window, there will be a drop down where you can able to see the types of large language models. So LLM is nothing but that is the engine which is doing the job at the back end and providing you the desired output. Okay, and another LLM I can say Claude, that is from the Anthropic, and Gemini from Google. So these are all the large language models we have seen as of now. It has been in the market like very famous, and it's been used by most widely by the people. Okay, um, ChatGPT stands number one when it says like a general task. Have anyone tried with the ChatGPT asking for an image? Yes. Asking for suggestion? Yes. Have you asked ChatGPT to create a PPT for you? Okay. Have you given a task step by step and asking ChatGPT to do it for you? It will say either try pro or try plus, ChatGPT plus. So there is a limitation for all the open AI tools. Okay. Let it be Gemini or ChatGPT or Copilot. So you need to increase to a next plan. Let it be a pro plan or a business plan or a teams or a individual or something called enterprise. There are multiple plans available. So here we are going to provide you a Claude Anthropic license. It is very like, see, it's having the safety, it is having a long document handling capacity, and it is the one which is very much used widely across. So from technical perspective, I'm telling this Anthropic is now stands number one in the market, and that's been used across by everyone next to GitHub Copilot. So these two are nothing but a chat box. Whenever whenever you go to a jewelry shop, like online shopping, there will be a chat box on the right hand side or left hand side. Wherever you go, there will be a chatbot. Contact us what you want the help. So the chatbot will be chatting with you. Take a Swiggy, if you're going to give a feedback saying my delivery person has not come, the chatbot is chatting with you. If it is not able to handle you, then it will transfer to a actual customer center agent. Right. So that is what the chat box is. You can simply say chat box, or you can say it as a one of the GenAI tool, which is working behind like large language models. Okay, small language models, it will have very limited source of information with it. Large language model is something like whatever you ask, it's going to reply you with a set of answers with a desired output. So that is what we say as large language model. What is machine language? Anybody knows? Already worked upon? They say right, LLM, ML. Machine language is nothing but not only software. There are, CAD, right? CAD is something they will design it in such a way. Not only CAD, there are multiple automation tools available for even for the hardware, not only software, for the hardware as well. So they are creating something called machine language. You can do a autonomous task even not only with the software, even with the outside as well. So that is what they say as a machine language. Okay, that is one thing. And AI versus traditional software, if I want to do a differentiation, it will learn the pattern from the data that is being stored at the backend or in the library. It will do a decision on its own. And what GenAI will do, it will go further. It doesn't just classify, decide, or create
Hi,
everything.
Umarani.
It
Sorry for the interruption.
yes,
Can you
yes. So
share
what's
your
that?
screen?
No, I'm not sharing the screen yet. I know it was in the document only. I'll share with the curriculum.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, you want to share the screen, right? Let me. I didn't about the what is GenAI, what is library, all those details. That is not in the document anywhere. Entire screen. Okay, tell me if you can able to see my screen. Okay, my screen is visible now. We'll go to. Is my screen visible now? My screen is visible now, right?
Yeah, yeah, Uma.
Okay, okay. Yeah, fine. So I actually made a customization of this curriculum because like I chose people like coming from IT for this purpose, like either database or Power BI or for testing. Okay, mainly for testing. So even though you are into a manual process of Power BI or testing, you didn't do any automation, you didn't do any coding on top of this. Okay, you're not going to worry at all. You're going to specialize this in Gen AI and then you're going to use this specifically for your project going forward in existing project or to a new project or to the interviewer you're going to attend next. Okay, so this is going to be your GenAI mastery curriculum for the next 12 weeks. 12 weeks, nahi, 12 classes. It will be 6 weeks. So GenAI fundamentals. So what are the things I'm going to teach you is like I already told right today what is GenAI, what is agentic AI, what are the tokens you are going to use, chat gpt, claude, gemini comparison and license and installation. So today I'll tell you by comparing how it is works. I'll tell you like gen AI is something I already explained. I'll tell about agentic AI as well. Okay, and what are the tokens or the APIs we are using it over here. Finally, we will do the installation of the tools. So from tomorrow, we can start off with the prompt engineering basics, like what are the types of prompts available, why we need to follow this prompt engineering to do a prompt. I can always type something and ask, right? I'll tell you, I also started with this. I will say fix the error. ERR. This is some abbreviation. You can use it for your co-pilots. Microsoft is also having a Microsoft Copilot now. In your teams or something, if you're working already, you know. If you already own a business, also if you're having a teams, you know Microsoft Copilot is being used by Microsoft, which is giving a Word, Excel. So that Copilot is available in all the tools, Excel, PPT, what else? Word document everywhere. Now, why I'm telling you is like why Microsoft Copilot. Microsoft Copilot, I can say fix this document like my manager is asking something, put it in a professional way, single line, but it will give on it will give whatever decides on its own. That will not be appropriate for you. So you need to understand how and all I can give a prompting. I can give a single shot or a multiple shot or a basic step or step by step or I'm going to give a role persona, contents based or task based. Those formats and all I'm going to teach you tomorrow. So once every day I'll be asking like every class I'll be giving some exercise for you. Based on the exercise only I'll understand what how much you understood from our class. Okay, and next is advanced prompting. Advanced prompting is nothing but whatever you're learning on this week, right? After doing this exercise I'll give you what are the chain of thought, how you can give a COT prompting, meta prompting strategies and the chaining techniques. If you give only one prompt, it is going to give you the answer for the next 10 minutes, like a chain of actions. That is one thing. Then we start the class 4 with the next Sunday. We start that time. You need a laptop. You need a laptop. After doing this basic and advanced prompting, now you know how to talk with the AI. Okay, talk with the AI tool. Then we'll start off with the vibe coding. Vibe coding, like without any coding. Okay, how you can have a how you can create a tool for you. Tool is nothing. It can be anything. It can be a test case generator. It can be a automation leverage tool. It can be a Power BI reporting tool. It can be a tool where you can deploy the code directly. You no need of dev team, no need of testing team. One person can do all the job. That type of tool and all we can create. So I'm going to start off with tool design, how we are going to design your tool. So that we have a strategy document that we will follow and we will do the class 4. So class 5 will be like a prompt power tool creation. So this is custom tool generation. So in the class 4 itself, I'll be asking you what is your challenges you faced earlier or what type of tool you want to create it. I planned in such a way for testing and the reporting. We are going to create two tools here. These tools only, it will take you like 4 and 5 class. Like I have to say, like it will be more than 2 class. It will be because not only creating the tool with the prompt is like 5 minutes job. You need to understand the inputs you are giving. I'm going to give you the exercise in such a way. This is what the tool you're going to create. I'll create one for you. You have to create similar to it, but not the same as what I did. Okay, so that will be your class 5. Class 6 will be build a responsive website for an education institute. Something, by Baiju, right? Baiju, many play schools are there, right? And there are schools, they are doing a homeschooling, something education institute take times. They are doing for this banking exams, they are doing for this IAS exams as well. There are multiple education institute. We are going to create a dynamic responsive website for that. You are going to create, I'm not going to create it. I will be guiding you how to create a website building itself without any single coding. You will not know what is Java, HTML, CSS, Cbl, backend for the API, request response, nothing, but you will do this and you will deploy it and you can have the link with you. You can say people, I only created this for this in this class. Okay, next class 7 and 8, it is going to be, we are going to launch that. How we are going to launch? You are going to do a deployment. How you are going to do the deployment? You need Git and you need a database. So this and all will teach in the 7th and 8th. Okay. Coding with AI. Next we'll go to 8th and 9th will be GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot is something with your Gmail ID only you can able to create a GitHub Copilot chatbot. For that, what all tools needed, I'll tell you. So this is specifically you're going into a team. They are asking you to do automation, say it as a development. See, you're writing the code similar way only. There is no code review done by anyone. You have to do a code review. You're writing some code, nobody is reviewing it. It is not following the standards. Okay, so that in that case what you will do, you'll do a code refactoring. Okay, and like Rahul is working on the automation, he want to do debug method. He was struggling, his senior is struggling in such a way, senior is very busy. He can do with GitHub Copilot. I'm going to teach you about it. Okay, similarly, you're doing some reporting on the database, like you took some data but you're not aware of how to give something being asked by the leadership. They are telling you, Suganya, I want like this, it should be with this particular details. The report you can't able to generate manually, you can do it, will take 1 day or 2 days. That also we can do with help of this GitHub Copilot. Okay, coding and deployment class 9. So this is specifically for testing and reporting. Reporting perspective, what can be done with the GitHub Copilot? What are all the flows available? What are all the ready-made prompts available? So I'm going to tell about the coding. And why I say deployment is like whatever you are going to do it here, you can deploy it and see whether it is working or not, or you can run it and see. Okay, automatic file creation is nothing but if at all, from the testing perspective, if Rahul is going, Rahul is telling like I was doing on I know how to write a manual thing. I know how to do automation, but for this particular customized application, I am struggling to understand how to create a Java file, that is step definition, feature file. There are multiple things. So you ask GitHub Copilot, I don't understand this type of testing and all. What are the things I need to do? It will give you all these details. Then give your use case. It will give you the automation files. That's what we are going to teach. Okay. And for this coding and deployment, you are going to do a Power BI, I mean database reporting as well. For this class 6, 7, 8, 9, I will be needing the inputs from you guys. You need to give me. I can't build something which like you people is not going to use in the future. In the future, if whatever tool you're going to create it, you can't use it in the interview, you can't use it in your upcoming project, means no use, right? So I'll get the details from you. Based on that, we are going to do the class of 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, AI ethics class is something like they have multiple rules. Okay, they won't disclose anything easily. So what are the risk we have, like what are the bias we have, so those details and all I'll teach on the class 10. And class 11 is your AI portfolio and demonstration of it. AI portfolio means you're going to create a web link where you'll have a picture of you that is going to tell about you. That portfolio is going to tell about who is Rahul, who is Suganya, what are the expertise. And that portfolio, now there are some agents they are creating outside for, like, for some companies will ask for a portfolio. Now they are asking resume, right? But there are companies who ask only portfolio. I'll tell you how to create a portfolio with AI. portfolio and all. Earlier only modeling people will have. Earlier, like people who are working as an entrepreneur, as a model or DJ, RJ, they will have a portfolio. They will not have a resume. Similarly, this is similar to that only. We'll work on that. Last class will be a career launch using LinkedIn, Indeed, Naukri and all. Will tell you how you can apply for the jobs easily, how you can identify the job description and change your resume according to the JD job description. Okay. So that is what I'll be teaching in the class 12, which is going to be a set of prompts will be given to you at the end of the class. You can use it for lifelong. You can modify it according to you. Okay, those will be given and certificates will be given post this class. So this is your curriculum. Any doubts in this? Do you have any doubts or can we proceed? No, can I
Yeah,
go ahead?
Uma, we
Yes,
can.
Suganya.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Rahul, you are not muted, but I can't hear you. Okay, fine. I think you're facing some issue. No worries. I will share my screen again. Will enter your screen. Now you should have your laptop by now, right? I'm sharing the screen. Ah. Okay, that is the curriculum. Now we are go today. Whatever I'm going to teach you is all about what is LLM tokens, model comparison, and we are going to tell how to set up the GitHub versus Visual Studio Code. Okay, and also Claude. Let me explain about what and all I'm going to. These are the 6 topics for the next 1 hour. We will end up with the installation and then we'll close the class. Okay. I already told about the fundamentals of what is AI and all, right? So you guys will be knowing a little bit knowledge of what is AI. Knowing the basics will help you to talk in the interview. First of all, they'll start with this. Simply, they will not ask the what is autonomous task, what is LLM is made of, what is the background, what is the behind agentic AI and all. This and all already been asked for me when I went for interview. They asked like if you say something like see large language model is a agent that is getting all the details kind of library thing it has and then it will get similar to Google, right? But Google will not do the task for you, but here this agentic AI will do. Yes. So machine learning, it will learn the patterns from the data without being explicitly programmed. There is no program at all. I'll tell you. Last week there was a tool creation happening in my project where they asked about you need to provide the input. I will create the prompt and then I will build the agents. Only 3 things. It's not a very big math. Okay, only 3 things. They asked about documents, design documents, how this particular software has been designed, technical design documents, business requirement document. Recommend is something client is telling I want in this design. Okay, that is recommend. Recommend traceability matrix they say, but you can say it's a recommend document. So they asked about set of 10 to 12 documents. Okay, that document they will put it in the particular server or the cloud. From there, this particular agentic AI or the agent workflows, multi agents that we are creating, which is going to do the task for you, is will be taking the data from the documents. Okay, for example, Suganya is doing some database work, but the client is asking, I want to change the column name. I want to change the particular data tone itself, data type itself. It is showing only numerical. I want it as alpha. For example, I'm telling. Okay, if at all they are giving us a user story at all, how you will test it, how you will develop it. First of all, developer need to understand. Okay, this is what the client is asking. We need to fix it accordingly. Then they will deploy and give it to test, and then they will close it. This is the cycle. Input is given, that is been built, and then testing is done, and then it will be deployed to production. Everybody can see. Same way you are going to build all the products. You will test that once. You will develop it. You will test it. You will deploy it to production. Then you are going to use or sell it to someone. That is what we are going to do here. Okay. Okay. learns patterns from the data without being expressly programmed. We are not programming anything. There is no coding at all. But there are some data you are giving. For example, Rahul is giving a data of what are all the things you are doing from the morning till night. That pattern he is following. Okay. Then if you are giving that as an input, it will understand from the history of the data he has been provided. For example, he is using that for say 3 months. 3 months of data it will collect until you will not get diabetes. You will not get cholesterol because this is what you are eating. It will give you the details based on the data you are giving. There is no programming logic. There is no coding logic at all. The data has been given. We are building the AI with the help of prompts, and then we are giving it to the customers. This is what. Okay. What is deep learning? Neural networks with many layers mimicking the human brain. Okay. Deep learning in this is something I will say like it will be not only artificial intelligence, it will think like human, it will act like human. Okay, like mimicking the human brain. Have you ever worried about you are thinking something in your mind, but you can able to see in the reels? You are doing something that has been related. For example, I lost the specs in the office a month back. I was thinking about it, but I would have spit a word somewhere. I told to someone in my call. I thought about it. I typed somewhere in the messenger box or WhatsApp somewhere. So these are all been, we are giving the access to microphone. Sometimes you will not give that access, but it will mimic like a human brain. With that sense, it will think like this is what the product she is looking for. Then it will give you all the sponsor details. How marketing is been done like this only. Okay, so that is what I say, that deep learning is something it will mimic like a human brain. It will act, it will think, it will do exactly like human. Okay, NLP, understanding in human language. So this is whatever you're telling in you have that voice button, right? Voice button in ChatGPT. You're texting, so voice recognition, whatever you're typing, those recognition, it will understand everything. That is NLP, computer vision. See, why all this been given here? Artificial intelligence is combined of all these things. It will have something you're giving as an image or video, it will see, and then it will, you're giving a microphone access, it will use that microphone access, it will gather the data into the library, and then it will give the output in all the social medias you're following. Understood? Okay, types of AI. This I told in the webinar already. Gen AI is something like now we are using it, right? Let me hide this. This is coming in the middle. Narrow AI, like Siri or the YouTube or some games you are using, it will only have one task. You ask something, it will give the result and stop it there. You're asking Siri, Siri, what is the time? It will tell the time and stop. It's not going to talk to you like human. You're asking to set up alarm, it will do it and it will keep quiet. And then you're asking like what is my appointment, it will answer you and leave it. Similarly, there are places where it can recognize your fingerprint. Okay, so recommendation, doing only the task given, that is said to be a narrow AI. Okay, Gen AI or agentic AI, human level across all the tasks. It is kind of parallel or similar to human. It will do everything like human. Okay, super AI is beyond human. You don't even thought about it, like how to say, there are some humans very much oriented to a specific task. They will think a lot about it. You can't even imagine how they are thinking in this way. They might be earning more because of this, and they have, for example, the chess champions. We can also use the chess and we won't think in such a way they are winning the match. So that is similar to super AI. They will be thinking in such a way beyond human. It is in the theoretical concept only. They have not come to that practical yet. Okay. So training weights prompt interference output. This is how the Gen AI is working. You see, whenever I'm building AI model with large language model, how they are building, put some four dabbas. Okay, four dabbas. Input the sample, how you need to think, give output. Only this four dabbas. You're training. For example, I am creating tool means nothing here. How to say? Swiggy is a tool. You say as app. I'll say as app. Let it be app. Leave the tool. App application. I'm creating an application. For that application, what and all you need? I'm creating an application similar to Swiggy app, which is giving me only groceries, only fruits and vegetables. Everybody is giving everything, but my app will give only milk and vegetables and fruits. But what and all vegetables available? What and all milk varieties available? What and all milk based products available? I will put a document. I will give it to the Gen AI as a while building the model. I will train. See, these are all the types of fruits available. These are all the types of vegetables available. Okay. I will train with the help of text to image samples. So I will provide a large number of data from the internet, from different websites. I will give the data. This is Google website. Go and see. This is the images of the fruits available in this world. These are the images of the vegetables available. I will give all this. You're feeding, you're training. Weights, pattern stored as billions of numeric weights. So you think only this only like Google is thinking and getting the information from everywhere. No, this particular large language models which has been behind this agentic AI Gen AI is storing billions of numeric parameters. Not only this in binary only, but they will be having a billions of data stored. You can't even think about it. That much data it will be having. Okay. Next is prompt. Prompt is what we are going to learn from either from tomorrow once it has been installed or from the next class. Prompt is nothing. I'm going to write in a single plain English to understand this is what I need. You give me this output, but that is we need to structureize that. Okay, that is it to be a prompt. Giving typing something to a AI chatbot. Inference model predicts better. So this is something intelligence model where it will predict what will be the next output. Okay, she has asked something like this. I want to give it in a PPT or a Word document, which is reliable. What is been asked by her in the previous last 6 chat or 7 chat. Okay. So next token is nothing but next input you are going to give or next output you are going to give. Those and all will be prediction. Prediction is inference. Okay. Output. So how output should be? Simply if you go and ask ChatGPT, it will give in a model like a bullet points, a paragraph. Are you okay with this? Every time ChatGPT will give the same kind of output to you, same kind of output to you, and this same kind of output is something based on the previous history. So there are settings inside every single open AI where you can go and change. Please don't say what you used to say in Tamil. ஆமா சாமி போடாதீங்கப்பா நான் எது சொன்னாலும் there will be persons நீ சொன்னது கரெக்ட் தான். ChatGPT will work like that. There is a setting at the back end where you need to say predict on your own. Don't follow the user model. Something like that we have to go and disable that, so it will give the actual output, not something similar to you. Some people will say like, see, whatever I'm asking it is telling according to me. I'm telling for a joke. Okay, I fought with my friend or husband. I'm telling, yeah, these guys are not good. I'll say, yes, they are not good. I know you are so good. You have to see for this characters for a person. For example, if you want to feel happy, these are all the characteristics of a person. You can't beg someone. This is the bare minimum. This and all will be bring by ChatGPT supporting you. Okay, but the actual out would be this is how the real life is. You need to live. ChatGPT will not give like that. So there are models which will comfort you. There are models which will tell the actual truth. That is what how the output should be: coherent, contextual, text, code, or media generated types of data getting generated. You want to get in the PPT or put directly in my Google Drive. You have to give access. You have to give your Gmail ID. Put it in the. So you have to structureizely put a input in the form of prompt and get the output. Okay. And Gen AI use cases. See, there are multiple Gen AI use cases I can tell you. For example, text or copywriting. My manager is asking me, Uma, I want a text strategy document. I want a data analysis report from the last annual nahi, last quarter. I want the data details, everything to be in a report. Can you give me in 30 minutes? One of the use case for the text and the copywriting, you can always ask, please write a professional email. These are all the inputs I have. These are all the reports I have. Document it, create a pivot chart, create a pivot table, because we can do that on our own, but it will take time. Within 1 or 2 minutes it will give. That is one of the use case. Code generation. Rahul is working, Rahul got a new job in a automation, API automation or a UI automation. Okay, Rahul want to write test cases, means write the Java files, write the feature files. He want to use Selenium, but he don't know that till like expertise level, but he know the basics. He cracked through event. And now for this code generation, the use cases, it will write, it will generate, it will debug for you, it will review the code for you, it will compare with the previous versions of code. That is what the code generation. Even a particular developer is being asked by the client, boss, there is a submit button for the username login, right? That is not looking good. Okay, can you please change it? What can I change it? They are not giving. There's a vague response they are giving. For that, what you need to know, you can always go for the code generation from your AI. Okay, but there are some security protocols also. You can't give your client side details directly to ChatGPT, your cloud or anything that is going to sue as well. Okay, so be careful with what you are sharing with your this kind of AI tools. Next is image design. Image design is Gemini and ChatGPT. You guys already have something like you will be asking this type of data or the image I want. You will put your normal photo and you will send a prompt like 10 to 15 lines. I want this kind of image or design. Here they are using DALI, Midjourney, and Canva AI. That is one of the use case where these are all the connectors. Okay, connectors is nothing but you can connect directly to Canva. Canva is something, for example, there will be a logo creation, there might be a birthday